Hey everybody, this is Cheryl, day 12 of my hysterectomy journey, and today was not a good day. I seem to be having more of those than good days, but I need to tell y'all what the hell went down and what has been going down. Well, some of you don't know this, some of you do, but my sons are, even the littlest one is way taller than me. As a matter of fact, the littlest one is the tallest one in the house. I'm 5'1". My shortest child is 5'6". So they've been getting into these fights, and I always jump in the middle of it and try and separate them and try and reason it out or whatever. But tonight there was no stopping it, and I had to go to that meeting at Section 8, and I was in so much pain and so tired and so burnt and so sick. I actually laid in the grass and asked somebody in the apartment building to take me home. And I know why they didn't, because people in this world now are so shysty that it could have been a trick. But I barely made it home. So we get home, and I don't know how many hours we were here before the fight broke out. But the fight broke out. It got physical. Shit got broke, which they will be paying to replace. But I ended up calling the police because I don't have the strength, and my nerves can't take that kind of stuff because of my seizure disorder, for one. And then I'm trying not to further split my stomach. So I wasn't about to jump in. No. Once they started pushing me out the way, it was time to call the police. So I did. Two carloads of police came with 3 officers. So they said, they asked the younger ones if they want to go to the youth home for a couple of days. And they asked the oldest one, did he want to go to jail? His dumb ass told me, so yeah. And I said, no, he don't listen to him. And what he don't understand is, I don't care what minor thing you went to jail for, that's on your record for the rest of your life. So I took his butt out of the fire. And it just so happens, after all this went down, their uncle called me. And at first he was playing on the phone with me, and then he said, what? When I told him what all had went down. So I'm so glad he did, because he talked to them, and he talked to me, and things were resolved, and we're going to start the slate over from today forward. What's past is past. We're starting over from today as a family. Medically, it's not going so well, because I watched another lady's hysterectomy after, post-op, and I don't have half of what I need to be laid up in this bed for however many weeks it's going to take, which is going to drive me insane, because I'm the kind of person, I cannot stay in the bed. When my eyes open, my feet hit the floor. First I do my prayers, then I read my lesson for the day out of the Bible, and then I'm on pogo or I'm doing something. Now, this wouldn't be so bad if my laptop wasn't down with a virus that it's going to cost me $200 to repair. Because I can have my laptop in the bed with me and get me a laptop slant. But anyway, I'm having some real bad allergic reactions. I don't know what's going on. Maybe, I'm allergic to the sun, so I was kind of fucked up anyway. So I got home and I feel really crappy. I ended up taking 2 Benadryls a little while ago, so that's why I'm kind of, because my system is so sensitive that anything that would just make somebody drowsy actually puts me to sleep for like 2 or 3 days. So, and my kids are finally gonna clean up my house the way I want it to be clean, because I can't do it. I can't even bend over. So their uncle talked to them and told them, the police officers told them, that they need to start helping me and stop causing me stress and trouble. And my son, well, I always say my son, I just figure y'all know his name, but maybe y'all don't, but he's the camera operator and his name is Joshua. I don't think he wants me to tell the world his nickname, so I'll just say Josh. He registered for college today. He'll be starting in August. But with my operation being July 25th, I'll barely be home when he starts, but it's okay. Because their uncle told them, he told me I'm too overprotective. I'm basically smothering them. But I just feel like they need my protection at all times, because, you know, the world is crazier than when I was a little girl. But I have to cut the apron strings at some point. So he's got a little trip set up for him in 3 weeks, and they're all going to go together, and I'm not going to be there, and we'll see how that turns out. I told Josh that I think part of the problem between them is one of the guys I was gonna marry taught them not to show affection, to be hardcore all the time, and that's stupid as hell. It's not cool for any man to think he's so much that he can't even show that he has an emotion. So I told him he needs to start showing them more affection. I don't mean going a hugging fest and all of that, but just once in a while, clap them on the back and be like, you know, I love you. Because, hell, you never know. It may be the last time you see your brother. And so I learned that lesson the hard way. Because, like I said, I was taking care of my mother when she was dying. And I used to go to school still. And I would go to school and I'd say, bye, see you later. But I always never said I love you. Because I always knew she'd be home when I got home. And one day she wasn't. And then a couple of days later, they told everybody to get to the hospital as fast as possible. But by the time we got there, she had passed 5 minutes before we got there. So I went in her room. And I remember looking at her, and she had a smile on her face. Excuse me. She had a smile on her face. And I kissed her forehead. And I told her I loved her. But it was too late, because she couldn't hear it. She couldn't feel it. And the reason why I hesitate to show emotion is because I feel like every person in my life that I've ever loved or been close to leaves me in one way or another, be it death, abandonment, separation, whatever. And so I always hold back. I never give anybody my whole self. And the one time I did, which was with Steve, it turned into a disaster, as y'all know. So, I even find myself holding back with my children, because I'm not holding back because I'm a cold person. I'm holding back because I don't want anything to happen to them. I know it sounds crazy and y'all don't get it, but it just is what it is. That's how I am. So that's what's going on. Let me see. I'm having real issues with my teeth right now. I'm ready to bash my face into a brick wall, hoping they'll fall out. But after the surgery, I'm gonna finish the work we started before I got sicker, and I'm gonna have a Hollywood smile and a movie star's body. But that does not mean I don't think I'm beautiful right now. I mean, I don't think I'm drop dead gorgeous. I ain't Halle Berry or Janet Jackson, but I'm not ugly either. That I know. So my confidence level is pretty up there for all that's wrong with me, but I'm fun. I have a weird sense. Everybody who meets me says I have the weirdest sense of humor in the world. I can take sarcasm. I can dish sarcasm. So, you know, that's just me. And I love all my children. And I never would have called the police if I thought I could handle the situation, but it was out of hand. It was out of order. I couldn't. And then especially that after having to walk to that meeting and back home, I didn't have the strength to break up 2 gnats fighting, much less 3 angry giants. So, that's about it. But like I said, everybody started with a clean slate today, even me. And I guess I have to talk to them more. And even if they tell me something that makes me want to pull my head off and throw it, I can't fly off the handle, because I want them to feel like they can trust me and they can tell me stuff. And I won't get up and get a skillet and crack their shit. So I'm going to have to work on that with me. So that's what's going on with me and my life. My furry daughters are 5. There's Dot and Boggles on the bed, and I guess that's it. So, as usual, erase the hate. Most definitely increase the peace. Much love. If you're interested or you like what I have to say, or I just fascinate you in some way, even if you don't care about the subject matter of the video, subscribe. Leave a comment. It's all good. Night.